think you are, Ty. Good to see you. Good to see you, Griff. So happy to be doing the radio show again. It's like not even funny, but I think some of you guys here on YouTube don't know what the radio show is. Good to see you, Adam. So I'm going to tell for some of you folks who may be questioning, like what are those weird playlists? What are those weird playlists that you have down below? Well, this is a little broadcast to tell you what I'm doing. So in the description below, there is a link to my Twitch station, and on the Twitch station, there's a link to my Twitch channel, and on there, that's where the radio show lives now. Good to see you, 80s music fan. That's where the radio show lives. We're already up to episode number 9 on there. We've gotten into a nice rhythm, a nice movement on it, so it's fabulous. It's just so happy. I had so much fun today. Had some Korean barbecue, so I had to cut the broadcast a little short today. But so much fun to be doing the radio show again. So when you see those playlists in my playlist list, I guess you want to call it, those are the playlists. Those are generated by you guys, the viewers, when you guys request a song. When you guys request a song, then if your song gets played, that's the song. It was good. It was a 2-hour show today. Went by really, really quick. It was like 1, 2, 3 was over. It almost felt like setting up the show took longer than actually doing the show. But it does take me like now, because we're on Twitch, it takes me like a half hour to set up the show. Because there's a couple of little bells and whistles that I have now in there, like the auto search. The barbecue was amazing. That's why I had to cut the shit. That's why I had to cut the show short. That's right. Good to see you there. I appreciate that. Oh, I need $30,000 to buy a copyright license, Tiffany. So I'm not getting a copyright license anytime soon. Believe you me. But good to see you. I appreciate those kind words. It was a fun radio show today. You had some great requests. That Peter, Paul, and Mary request was really good. And I'm just doing this video so that people know what the hell it is that I'm doing. Now tomorrow, I might have to work tomorrow. I might have to actually be in the city, wait around and see if I work tomorrow, which is going to kind of suck because I hate taking the train for no reason. But I haven't done a proper video for you guys, so I might have a little something up my sleeve for tomorrow. I don't want to give it up because I might not do it. So keep that in mind. But it's so much fun doing the radio show now, and like we're already back into like the swing of things, already back into the rhythm of the show and everything, and it's just really, really fun. And the playlist doesn't hurt either. I just spent the last probably 90 minutes right now. YouTube was recommending some weird Ukrainian synth pop from the 80s. And I fell down the rabbit's hole, and I was like, what am I listening to? It sounds like a song I've heard before, but it's not. It's like 2 keys off or something like that. Like the Uzbek Supernature. Oh my God. So good. But it's like, you guys are making the algorithm on my YouTube channel like look for weird music now. It's really fucking great. And of course the lineup of music doesn't hurt either. There's like everything, just playing everything. Let me walk my mile. I need to get beer. But yes, if you haven't already, when I get to 50 subscribers on Twitch, I'm one step closer to become an affiliate. And then when I get 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers, it's like another level of affiliation. It's like you become a partner. So yes. And New Kids on the Block. It all depends on what song from the New Kids on the Block. There's a couple of New Kids on the Block, the songs that just work my nerves like all the wrong way. And there's definitely a couple of songs. But it's funny hearing New Kids on the Block or Backstreet Boys inside my barbershop because they just keep it on the light station. And that's the other thing. How funny is that? That we're now playing boy band music on the light station. kind of amazing. Some of the music. What was it I heard the other day on the light station? It blew my mind. Wake me up. What's the name of that band? Evanescence. I was like, Evanescence on the light channel. Bloody fucking hell. Good to see you, Cheryl. Hugs all around. Wasn't the radio show good today? I'm just trying to let people who may not know what those weird playlists are know what it is. It's my Twitch station where you create the content. It's amazing. Always amazing doing a radio show. Always amazing doing the radio show. It's warm out here. No wonder my air conditioner is like going again. Yes, that's right. We do have the best sponsors. Oh, there's an idiot among us? Who's the idiot? Who's the idiot, Cheryl? Uh-oh. Cheryl's laying down the law. Okay. Duly noted. Always something new. Oh my God, Robinson Lopez. Thanks for the what's that there? The 790 from Brazil. I don't know what you call your money in Brazil, but thank you. Oh, somebody already gave a thumbs down? It's okay. That's somebody's contribution to society. They watch my videos intently, and they give me it's okay. But good to see you, Robertson Lopez. That's their contribution to society. They don't know how to create anything. I kind of find it funny now. I just find it funny. It's like it's their outlet, Yes, I am. Yes, I'm walking my mile. But yes, if you don't know what the radio show is, it is my Twitch station. That's what my Twitch station is going to be kind of focused on. Exactly, Cheryl. Absolutely. They're just a sad hit individual. It's okay. I guess they have nothing to watch on Periscope, right? There really isn't anything. I was looking at Periscope TV the other day, and I was like, holy shit, crickets, man. Holy shit. They have scopes at the top of their channels that are like 2-3 months old, and wow. And then of course it's always funny when Twitter throws you a couple of random tweets from people you don't follow, and it's like, why did my channel get disabled? I didn't do anything wrong. Oh my God, thank you so much at TYC. I appreciate that. Wow, you guys are Robinson Lopez and TYC already have bought me my 6-pack. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It's kind of amazing how much money I generate on here. And it's like, if I really went hardcore at it, my God. Good to see you, Josh. Yeah, you know what, Cheryl? It's like, you know what I do is I genuinely, like, what will happen is, like, I'll see that, like, Pete in Florida did, like, a really awesome broadcast. Josh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. But I like watch people who I like still on there. But what happens is I'll do like a search for New York City. This is a fun test to do. How many people are using Periscope in New York City? Well, use the search engine and type in NYC. There's like 4 people. There's literally 4 people who regularly broadcast on Periscope from New York City. Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate it. This is better than Netflix, absolutely. When I do more fun stuff, we gotta do more fun stuff for you guys. But like, there's 4 people. It's Marty. You have Mary. You have Fashion 7th Avenue, and you have Ron Waxman, and that's it. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 other people who on a regular basis broadcast on there, but that's it. Or the Parks Department. I forgot Parks Department. You know? You paused Netflix. Thank you so much for pausing Netflix. It's not a lot of people here in New York who on a regular basis, I mean, there's one new guy who he loves smoking weed all the time and sometimes Mo. Mo is nowhere near as active as what he used to be. Nobody's really as active as they used to be honest. It seems like everyone's kind of teetered off a little bit, besides the people who've just outright left. But you don't have a lot of people. Yeah, no, Marty didn't stop. He was on the other day. He was on yesterday. But it's kind of funny watching it all devolve over there. But that's where let me get back to context here. That's where the one thumbs down or 2 thumbs down people come from. So they have like nothing to watch right now. So they're watching. They want to comment, but they know that if they comment, they'll probably comment in a kind of selfish look at me kind of way. Try to change subjects. Like Periscope style. People just talking out of their ass, nitpicking. Commenting in a way where they assume that you're reading their mind. Those are always my favorite comments, by the way. The ones where they just assume that I'm thinking of something, or they think I'm thinking of something. Oh, hello, James Germain, welcome. So, those are always the funniest comments. Those are always the funniest ones. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But tomorrow, hopefully, if everything works out tomorrow, we're going to do something really funny tomorrow. So it's going to be warm tomorrow. I can't go to the beach tomorrow. That really fucking sucks. No, you know what? Have you noticed that, TYC, how pixelated the broadcasts are lately on there? Like, they're terrible. Sometimes they're just... What's funny was that somebody was... Where was it again? I think it was in California or something like that. I want to say California. And somebody was on a cliff. This is the Verrazano Bridge. This is the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. This person was in a gorgeous location. Beautiful. Absolutely, like on a cliff, looking at the fucking sunset. And besides them filming in portrait, which is like, what the fuck? Besides filming in portrait, the quality was awful. I mean, it was just so pixelated. And then the funny thing is that people are saying it's such a beautiful shot. It's so beautiful. And I'm like, what are you seeing? I'm seeing video taken from a potato over here, you know? I'm seeing video from a potato. I'm not They can, yes they can, TYC, yes they can. We're gonna cross the street here. Old guys coming out of their house in a creepy way lately, yes. But yeah, some broadcasts look like they're from 1999. They're very glitchy. Like, I've seen a lot of audio sync issues. But it's just a shit platform. It's just a shit platform. And then when I still have access to the Slack group, so I'll read what's going on in the Slack group, and it's like complete ignorance and just not even addressing the real issues and serious problems that are over there. And they're simple problems. They're problems that they could fix at any time, but they choose not. Well, they're understaffed anyway. But it's just the quality is just garbage now. Deanna Morgan in Florida. Good to see him, Deanna. Deanna and her husband Gary. Good to see you, Gary, if he's watching. I went into my PayPal the other day, and I was like, bloody hell, I forgot all about this. These guys gave me a crazy tip on on PayPal. And I'm like, I have this much money in my PayPal? Like, it's always funny when you forget how much money you have in your PayPal. But thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Gary. Good to see you, Gail. Norman is about 16 blocks over from me. Sleeping, probably. Hopefully he's sleeping. Oh, no, he's probably editing photos. He stays up all night. Yes. But, yeah. So, that was good little. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to do something really funny. It's gonna, if everything works out, it's going to be the most ridiculous thing you'll probably ever see me do in a live stream. Somewhere where I don't necessarily like to go, but let's just say I have a free pass to use, and I have to use it by Tuesday. But let me give it up. I'll give it up. Let me stop teasing it for you guys. So, what was it? Friday night? I think it was Friday night. Amazing burlesque show at Coney Island, USA. Absolutely ridiculous. Some of the best burlesque dancers for over 30 years performing, and like Joe Weldon was there, and to name a few. But anyway, there's a fantastic photographer. His name is Alan Lee, and Alan Lee, at the end of every burlesque show at Coney Island, USA, and the Slipper Room up in Manhattan, he always buys the performers like a dinner, like a buffet. And in Coney Island, it's usually Popeyes. But on Friday night, he had like hummus and tortilla chips and like all this really good food, and he had way too much of it. And he had to get rid of it because if he didn't eat it, it would go in the garbage. And I was sitting in the Freak Bar, pretty drunk. If you saw that live stream Friday night, I was pretty drunk. And it was great. I ate all this hummus and these carrots and shit like that. But he goes like this to me. He goes, I have these passes here for a ride on a double-decker tour bus, and they expire on Tuesday. You want them? And I'm like, at first I'm like, I really don't like the double-decker tour bus. And right, wasn't that fun? But yeah, I don't really like the double-decker tour bus. But, you know, it's free. And it's for a nighttime trip. So if everything goes according to plan tomorrow and I could do this, we're going to ride the double-decker tour bus. And what's going to happen is I'm going to probably have you guys hooked up to my microphone so I could talk quietly. And I'll be doing a narration for you guys, probably over the tour guide who's narrating on the bus. That's if everything works out. So let's hope that all works out. Yes, the Twitch link is below. And yes, I'm beginning to save the replays. I have been given the okay to save the replays. I have been given the okay. So, yes. So you have two radio shows on. You have 5 hours of no, more than that. One show is 5 hours. The other show is 2 hours. So you have 7 hours of content on there. But yes, if everything goes according to plan, we're gonna ride a double-decker tour bus tomorrow. So get ready for that. But I was pretty sloshed on Friday night, so it was great. It was pretty great. My wife didn't like it too much because my wife knew what was up with me, you know. So in full disclosure, once again, getting back to people who think you're mind reading them. This person who was in the broadcast on Friday night, her name is Daisy, and she's just all over the place. She is just all over the place. And she was like complaining about stuff, and she wouldn't like stop, right? All I wanted to do was sit there, have a beer, and listen to the fucking music. And she just wouldn't stop like talking about a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, I was like, fuck this shit. Turn on the fucking live stream. And that was me being, my wife doesn't like me like that. That's me being very sarcastic. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a complete asshole on Friday night, but that was only because out of desperation and frustration and trying to end conversations. But she was just I'll react to half a second, and then she'll go into a whole new rant. And so I'm like, you got to rant and everything like that? I will give you a fucking audience. And you, the audience, could judge and say whatever the fuck you want. Ask her whatever questions you want. But I'm not going to lie, I was an asshole. My wife did not like that broadcast. She was like, you're being a complete asshole. I was like, yes, I was. Yes, I was. Watch the replay. That was the other thing. I woke up the next morning, and I was like, an hour and 47 minutes. An hour and 47 fucking minutes. Bloody fucking hell. An hour and 47 minutes. Anyway. It was fun. But, yeah, folks. There are people starving here in Brooklyn, you know? Like, and then she's talking about, she was telling me how her name got defamed. I got doxxed. That's your name getting defamed, is getting fucking doxxed. Not like a tiny circle of people maybe knowing what might have happened fucking 6 years ago. She was very interesting. But to be honest, she's very annoying at times, because sometimes me and the other photographers will get together and we have to do something. We have to there's a plan that we want to do, and she'll just go in there and start yapping her mouth and throw us all off. Was she a dancer? No. Check the replay. You can find out who she is. She's a Coney Island person. But I wish sometimes she would just slow down, slow her roll just a tad. And also not assume stuff. Like I literally go, and then she will think I'm thinking or agreeing with her, and I was never able to get any kind of sentence out until I turned on the damn live stream. And mind you, she was going like that probably for, when did we go live? Probably an hour after the fireworks, so the whole hour. You're lost. Coney Island Jim, good to see you. You'll watch with a glass of 7-Up, awesome. Coney Island Jim, I'm talking about Daisy. She's very manic, very hyper, and has a lot of ADD issues. But yeah, Jim, I was trying to get Daisy kind of, because she was complaining about a lot of stuff. So I was like, okay, if you're going to complain to me for over an hour, then I'm going to put you on a fucking live stream. And I will give you an audience to complain to. So I just realized the other morning that it was an hour and 47 minutes long. It was an hour and fucking 47 minutes long. But like I was saying, yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, yeah. Well, like I was saying, Jim, me, you, Norm, we would try to get together to do stuff sometimes. Take photographs or whatever. And if she finds us sometimes, she'll just completely, fuck things up and kind of tag along. And she don't drink at all, Cheryl. She doesn't drink alcohol at all. But that she made me drink. If you watch that live stream, Cheryl, you were watching that live stream. You saw how much I was drinking. I was going at it, and then Bobcat. I know, Jim. Jim, I know, Jim. I know. This is true. This is true, Jim. This is true. Already, my battery's already fucking done on the phone. Battery's almost done on the phone. We start heading back to the house. All right, you'll be drunk because of her. Yeah, see. Me and you, Cheryl, yeah. Me and Cheryl will be like... I couldn't get any word in edgewise, so I'm like, I'm going to put you on a fucking live stream. I think that's going to be my new thing now. When people are really annoying me at the Freak Bar, I'm just going to put them on a live stream and see what the hell happens. Do my sarcastic smile. my over-the-top Tilly smile. Yeah, I could imagine. Wow, she was the first employee ever at Luna Park and only lasted 15 minutes. Wow. Actually, you know what YouTube recommended for me today? The initial... Some people do need an on and off switch, Gail. Absolutely. YouTube recommended to me today it's now 9 years old. The first video of the layout of Luna Park, and they have that copyright song in the background, "Love is in the air." Love is in the air. And I'm like, oh, I remember that video. I remember that. That was only 9 years ago. And what's funny is that the only comments on the video are like, I love that song. Where did you find that? What version of that song it is? What version of Love is in the Air is that? Even though I'm very upset that Mr. Zamperla took down the some of the first ever on-ride footage on the Thunderbolt, where what's his name? Mr. Ferrari, I think. He has the big gigantic iPad, and he rides the shopping cart holding an iPad, a massive iPad. Fucking love that. They took that video down, unfortunately. No phones on rides, folks. I know, it's coming up on 10 years. I can't get over it. 10 years. Oh, they saved Coney Island. They literally saved Coney Island. Coney Island was looking at an abyss. Right? Oh, DOB. Yeah, DOB. Department of Buildings, folks. Whenever the DOB sees anyone with some kind of recording device, even if it's a GoPro strapped to you, that is $1,000 fine per rider to the park. So, and now the kids at Luna Park do a really good job making sure nobody has anything on the ride. Even though I snuck my phone on there yesterday. And the girl at the adult bouncy tower was really nice. She just didn't care. She looked so bored. Oh man. She looked so bored. But I had the phone in my hand. Rode adult bouncy tower, finally got my feet selfies in and my sunset pictures. Just gotta go there when they're bored to death. You've been slowly working on a relationship building with the City of Chicago tourism folks. And we'll try to do the same with our museums to get YouTube content. That's awesome. Make sure, though, you ask the museum if it's okay to live stream or film in there. Sometimes museums are very, very picky about having people film stuff in there. So you have to ask before you do anything. But usually, if you do ask, what could happen is sometimes it works in your favor and they give you access to places, or they'll show you places that normally regular visitors might not get to see. So always ask. Absolute. Thank you so much, Jim. It was a beauty. I did 2 rides on the Cyclone last evening, and the ride was just running really, really good. And the kids were cycling the ride really fast. They were cycling that ride almost under a minute. It was like just at about a minute they were cycling the ride. So it was going really fast. So kudos to the team over there at Luna Park and the Cyclone, because they did a really good job. All right, let's get beer. 10 years of Luna Park. I can't believe it. Hey, man. My beer store. All right. Everything's all copacetic now. We got beer. And actually, I forgot to also mention, last night, because why not? When I rode the Cyclone, I did I'm going to start doing, Jim? I'm going to start doing what they do on Splash Mountain, where it's like they don't know what they're. So I went down intentionally like this, like I was bored out of my head. And so many people noticed that. So many people got a good laugh out of that when they came off the ride. One guy was very impressed because the second time I rode in the front. And he was very impressed on how I put my arms down. Like I used my elbow to kind of cushion me sliding over to the side after the first drop and everything. He was very, very impressed of how I knew, how the ride was going to progress. And then I kind of picked his brain about, because he rode as a kid. It was his first time riding in like 30 years. And so I picked his brain, like, how do you like the new track? And he said it was like a new ride. Still beats you up. And because it was running good last night. It was running really good. But he was very impressed with the new track work. And he didn't know that it was new track work. The only reason why he knew it was new track was because the very, very last section is not painted yet. So it's pretty cool. But I had some fun yesterday. And shopping cart, oh man. Shopping cart with the broken seats, what the fuck? All three cars, yesterday, the front left seat, the front row, far left seat was out on all three cars. And for riders who have never ridden the shopping cart before, that must have been very unnerving for them to see all three ride cars with a seat taken out. But so and the shopping cart was running extra shopping carty last night. An adult bouncy tower, it feels different. It feels like there's a lot of dust on the tower or sand on the tower, because you could hear like the wheels make a lot of noise now. Like almost like dust between like roller skate wheels on like a metal grate. That's what it sounds like. But it's going good though. It's a shorter ride cycle, that's for sure. But they got the bounce back. They neutered the bounce at the end of last season, so. Yes, I did, TYC. Yes, I did. I would love to go to the Orlando theme park, so if anyone wants to buy me a plane ticket to go to the Orlando theme parks, let me know. I would love to go. I want to go to Star Wars Land. I want to do all that stuff. Take a week away from the city. Go down to Florida. But there you go, a half hour of content. So again, the title of this video, what is WMAZZ Funtime Radio? WMAZZ Funtime Radio is a radio show that I do on Twitch. The link is below. So subscribe. Let's get to 50 subscribers at least. It'll be like the olden days, right? Where we have a couple thousand on the Periscope. But I got my beer. Let me do some gymnastics. All right, guys. Well, look, I got the moon behind me. Tomorrow, Disney is streaming. Yes, the opening of the NBA experience at Disney Springs, it's called. I will always call it Downtown Disney. I will always call it Adventure Island. Anyway, or Pleasure Island. All right, guys. Have a fantastic New York day. Whether you live here or not, hug your love and cherish the moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Subscribe to my Twitch. And maybe you can play the radio next time. See you guys later.